It's no secret that many people dream of retiring somewhere south with sandy beaches, warm and sunny weather, and no snow. Many cities in Florida have long been top retirement destinations, but more recently they've fallen down the ranks and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina has climbed to the top. Not only are a lot of people choosing to move to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina over places in Florida, but many people are also leaving Florida with their eyes set on the Grand Strand. Hey, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Nick, and on this channel I talk about things to do here in Myrtle Beach, I give tips and advice about the area, and I'm a real estate agent, so of course I talk about the real estate. So if you are thinking about relocating to the area, then be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and tap the little notification bell while you're at it. This way you could be the first to know about what's going on here in Myrtle Beach. I get calls every single day from people just like you who are moving to the area. So if you ever have any questions or if I can help you find home here at the beach, then I would love to chat with you. You can always use the first link down in the description to schedule a call with me. So the Southeast has always been a retirement hotspot, especially for those who are originally from the Northeast. And there are many reasons for this, with some of the top reasons being a lower cost of living, especially when talking about home affordability and property taxes, and the better weather, especially when compared to the cold and harsh winters that the Northeast can experience. As I mentioned in the intro, Florida has always been a top retirement destination for those who are looking for that better weather, the lower cost of living, and that beach lifestyle. But more recently, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina has become more and more popular, and for good reason. There are many benefits to living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina over living in Florida, and that is why many people are actually leaving Florida with their eyes set on this South Carolina town. One reason that people are choosing to leave Florida for Myrtle Beach is that the cost of living and really the cost of housing is just becoming more and more expensive in Florida. I've talked to a lot of people recently who say that Florida is just becoming too expensive for them, especially because they are on a fixed retirement income. One of the biggest reasons for this is that the cost of insurance has skyrocketed over the last couple of years as many carriers have decided to pull their coverage from the state. Now, obviously Florida is a big state and each area is different, but I've talked to a lot of people in the past year who've said that their insurance has more than tripled in just the last year. Now, insurance has gone up here in South Carolina as well, but not nearly as much. This is due in large part to the storms that have been hitting Florida over the last couple of years. Now, Myrtle Beach isn't immune to storms because we are in hurricane territory as well, but the risk isn't nearly as great as it is in Florida, and that's due to the simple fact that Florida sticks out in the middle of the ocean. Another cost that has been continuously rising in many parts of Florida are property taxes. And when lower costs were a big reason for deciding to make a move, it's a big deal when those costs start to go up. Now, obviously, as home prices have started to increase here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, taxes have also increased. But South Carolina still has some of the lowest average property tax rates here in the country, and Horry County, where Myrtle Beach is located, has some of the lowest property taxes in the state. Another big reason why many people are leaving Florida to live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is to get a bit closer to their home state. A lot of people who have made that move south have left a lot of their friends and family behind in the Northeast, and living in Myrtle Beach just makes it that much easier to see them. A drive back to the Northeast from Myrtle Beach can easily be done in a day. In most cases, you're looking at about 10 to 14 hours, whereas a drive back to the Northeast from Florida is easily going to take the better part of 2 days. I actually recently did a drive back up to New York from Myrtle Beach, and though it did take all day, it was still only 1 day of driving. And if driving isn't your thing, you'll be happy to know that the Myrtle Beach airport is centrally located, it's small and easy to navigate, and flights back up to the Northeast from the Myrtle Beach airport can be found at very affordable prices. Some other reasons I commonly hear that people are considering leaving Florida for Myrtle Beach is that it's just too hot and too humid, and it's getting way too crowded and congested. Now, don't get me wrong, it definitely gets just as hot and humid here in Myrtle Beach, but that same weather doesn't last nearly as long. You're looking at maybe 2 months of that weather versus the 6 to 8 months that Florida experiences that weather. That's one of the main reasons that living in Florida would be tough for me personally. I sweat very easily, and that would just make things very miserable for me. And same goes for the crowds here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The tourist season just isn't nearly as long here in Myrtle Beach as it is in Florida. Well, this video was short, sweet, and to the point, and if you found it useful, I'd appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe if you've not done so already. And if you're ready to find your home here at the beach, then I would love to be the one to help you out. You can always use the first link down in the description to schedule a call with me. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.